Good evening from New Beginnings Church again. Well, praise the Lord, we're here again. And I guess it's been almost a month since I've been talking with you. It just amazes me on what's going on today. This administration is just, to me, upside down. And it's alarming. It's alarming what some people will do to inflict pain, discomfort on another human being. So it's just in November coming up for this vote all over the United States. What certain people do and say in their campaign to their political rival is just amazing to me. It's sort of like they have no morals, no ethics, anything. They can say anything about one person, and it doesn't matter if you know they're lying, they're going to say it anyway. So it's I've seen for umpteen years in the running for governor, Senate, House, whatever. I've seen all the politicians where they go at each other, and it has never been as bad as it is today. I mean, what you hear and see and read, you listen to the news, and then when you listen to the news, you really don't know who to believe. And there is a lot of disinformation going on. I mean, there's no denial of that. And it's amazing to me when you get somebody on the national news, NBC, at I believe it's 7 o'clock, that Lester Holt, now I believe he's a journalist. I don't know for sure. Excuse me. But when Governor Sanchez in Florida passed that law that there is no sex education for kindergarten to third grade. You do not teach them that if you want to be a boy, you can be a girl, or a girl be a boy, or anything. that is banned from teachers teaching children. That they have to pass a law. Now, you would think common sense that teachers aren't going to invade the parents teaching their children on morals and ethics, but they do. So they had to pass a law stating you cannot do that from kindergarten to third grade. Now, I don't know why he stopped at third grade. So, at any rate, and then the first thing the news media comes out is this new law in Florida that the governor has signed. You can't say gay in this law. Well, the media ran with that. I mean, that was all just, it was a lie. If you read the bill, there was no words in there about gay. Nothing. So anybody that would insinuate that the governor of Florida made you can't say gay law is lying. Flat out lie. But Lester Holt, the first thing he says on his newscast, prime time in the evening, is Governor of Florida, you can't say gay law. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching it. I said, that is the epitome of misinformation. Now here he is telling a nationwide audience that the governor made a law, you can't say gay. You would only think prior to him coming on air, somebody in NBC would read that law and tell them, you can't say gay is not in the law. But I don't think they care. They wanted to push a narrative, and he helped them. So it is disgusting to me how some people would look you right in the eye and lie to you. I'm reading an article, and in this article it says Fox News outviews all NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, all of them combined. There is more viewers that tune in to Fox News than combined all of those. And I said to myself, that tells me something. Now, you cannot get all Republicans, which somebody might say, well, they're Republicans and people that voted for Trump, is what Fox News is favors. There's not that many Republicans in the United States to I can't think of the word right now, but it's sort of like the people that tune into that station draws more viewers than all the other ones combined. In the afternoon show at 5 o'clock, and it's called The Five, its rating was 3.3 million people per day tune in to that show. No other station or show in that hours comes even close to that. So I kept thinking to myself, why is that more people tune into Fox News, the newscast, the station, than any other station? And it sort of dawned on me listening to different shows. Now, I've watched CNN, I've watched MSNBC, I've watched them all. And you get tired of people lying to you. I mean, you can only take so much. And I kept thinking, no, why would the ratings on Fox News destroy any other news media by numbers? And I think I came up with an answer. There are more God-fearing American first broadcasters, Christian broadcasters on Fox News than any other station. And I think that when they go on air, they're bringing you the news. They are not lying to you. I mean, I've heard things about Donald Trump on Fox News just like I heard them on CNN. They don't hide things, but they tell you the truth. And I think because there are more Christian-minded broadcasters on Fox News is one of the, to me, the big reasons more people, not that there are more people that are Christian or any religion, any Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever you are, but they tune in because they are hearing the truth. Fox News does not put that premise out that because we are for, and there is a lot of, you can tell that they understand what Trump ran for and what he does, and they do not say, oh, he is a good guy, he never does anything wrong. No. When he does They get on him just like other stations, and they express their views. But they keep it to a point where they're not lying to you. And I think that is a huge difference why Fox News buries all competitors in ratings. Everything in TV is ratings. Your advertisers look at your ratings. How many people are viewing this program? Do I want to advertise on that program? And I don't think Fox News is short of people wanting to advertise on Fox News, simply because of their ratings. Their ratings destroy any other ratings of any other network. And even the midnight shows, Greg Gutfeld has the #1 late night show. Now, he came on I was going to say Johnny Carson, but that's way back. You look at all the midnight shows, and he comes out #1. Ratings. More people now view that show than the other big three. And there's a reason. Obviously, there's a reason. You do not see the lies or the... Sorry for the disturbance. We had a little technical difficulty. I guess it was too many videos or whatever on, and it just stopped running. At any rate, get back to our point that I was talking about. It is amazing when you look at things that are going on today. And I was pretty amazed when I read that article on how Fox ratings, and it's the actual words that they said, destroyed all the other networks' ratings. Didn't even come close. And I have to believe that the biggest reason that people do watch that is because you have a lot of Christian-minded people that love America, will not badmouth America, knowing full well that it is the greatest country in the world. And you'll hear a lot of people in different shows on Fox say they understand totally why people are flooding coming to United States. I've said before, you do not see them going over the Great Wall in China to get into China. You don't see them going to Venezuela. You don't see them going to Cuba. They don't have the problem that we have, and the reason we have this problem is because we are the greatest country in the world. United States, God blessed United States with everything it has. And people see that. That Statue of Liberty is like a magnet. What it stands for, United States is. And when you hear these politicians today about the migrants, oh, we all are migrants, are for, which we did. I'm of German descent, and somewhere down the line, my great-great-grandfather came from Germany to United States because of what United States stood for. And the biggest thing is freedom. So you look and you see a lot of people from other countries that came here and legally became a United States citizen, and they will get on Tucker Carlson or different programs and tell people, you better watch your step, because United States slowly is coming to a dictatorship. What I ran from to come to United States, I can see the writing on the wall, and these are people that lived in other countries under a dictatorship. Look at what's going on today. Our president is begging other countries to pump more oil, and he takes the valve that we have here in the United States and turns it off. I don't know what you call that. Besides being crazy, people in Europe are worried about the winters coming, and we have enough natural gas right here to give them gas, put it on the ship, deliver it to them for 400 years. We have oil right here in the United States, oil independent. We do not need anybody else's oil. But here we are asking Saudi Arabia to pump more oil so we could buy it off them, instead of drilling right here in the United States, right offshore. And I just read an article today that the president is still slow to give any, he's not given any what is it called? Approval to drill offshore because of his agency that looks into fish and wildlife in the ocean. They have, it has come out today, they have been lying about their figures that they gave the president, which they fall under the president's authority. So now oh, we have to go and reevaluate our figures. Now, you know, they could drag their feet as long as they want, but they're not going to let people right here drill for oil, good paying jobs in the United States. So it is slowly becoming a socialistic country, which is a dictatorship, undoubtedly. Now, you could say what you think, but when somebody in the past 40 years, inflation has not been that bad, not even close. I believe it was 1.5 inflation when President Trump was president. And right now that I heard, now I don't know if it's a fact, but I saw people that worked in the government that are retired saying if they use the same figures $20 years ago to get the inflation rate, the inflation right now today would be 16%. So who are you going to trust? Are you going to trust the administration that's in there right now saying inflation is only 8.2 or 3 right now, but it could be double that, according to what these people actually know and say how they did it at one time? So it's all, and I keep going back that Scripture says in the last days they will believe a lie opposed to the truth. The truth can be right there, and they'll believe a lie as opposed to actually looking at the truth. How can you get a teacher which they have been proven to be doing, tell a little girl that she thinks she wants to be a boy, and this teacher tells that little girl that the doctors lied when you were born and your parents are lying to you. You're not a girl, you are a boy. I always had the idea that teachers were a called profession to teach for the betterment of the students, to make them, to give them challenges so they can think for themselves. And here it is, you got schools, teachers teaching kids, telling them not to tell their parents what's going on. So when I hear that really bothers me. So here it comes now that there are a lot of mothers and fathers going to these board meetings at schools and telling them, you are going to be voted out. I do not want my daughter or son being taught what you're teaching them. And you hear it more and more. So now you're going to get mothers and fathers on the committee of the board on the school, and I think these people are desperate. And I have never seen crime so bad. You cannot go a day without somebody getting shot. And that's putting it mildly. You can't go a weekend without 20 people getting shot somewhere in the United States, and mostly, I would say mostly, in democratic cities run by easy on crime Democrats. So it is something that I look at that and I say, well, the only way that we can get a change, vote them out and put somebody else in. Why did they hate Trump? He did more good for the United States. Now, I agree that I disagree with his Twitters and how he could be rude to somebody. But it's not a popularity contest when you're getting somebody to be president of the United States. In what he has done, he loves United States, our country, and knows he proved that by what he did. And you can get tons of people. The narrative is that all the elections were fair and square. I personally, I don't believe that. So you can get, it's sort of like when the home runs, you know, in the American and National League, when these people got to the point they were caught taking steroids, cheating, and it almost became an accepted thing. Now, I cannot say for an exact factual statement that Barry Bonds did not take steroids. Or took them, I'm sorry. But when you look at him, when he played for the Pirates, he was 185 pounds. When he won the home run, or 60th home run, he was probably about 230. And you get some of them that cheat to succeed. Look at the Lance, the bicycle champion for years. He knew how to beat the doping, so he was champion for years. Cheated. There is more cheating, lying, disinformation. Everything's going on today, and you scratch your head and you say, what is our country coming to? Why are we in this position that we in? Now, I can tell you firsthand, I am retired. I can't get any overtime on my retirement check. It's same every month. And my dear wife wants to know why we're coming up short with money. And I said, honey, inflation is eating. You know that little, in the game on the computer, that little thing that goes around, you know, it's eating my retirement check. And I have never been so short on money. We always had money at the end of the month. You budget, which I do. And she says, why is that? And I said, honey, look at what we're paying, especially when gas was $5.50-60. I said, our gas for fuel has doubled. Everything we buy has doubled. You buy food. It's more expensive to buy food today. So I showed her. Inflation is just gobbling up my retirement check. And I know that there are a lot of people that I'm talking to knows exactly what I mean. So, what are elderly people? Now, you always hear people and politicians, oh, we're looking out for the better of our constituents and everything. Well, I'll tell you what are the elderly that's on retirement doing? They can't run out and get another job. So they're hurting. And you talk about people, elderly people, buying cheap dog food and eating it. Well, you start to look around you and you will see they can't afford the food. So it is, we have to turn the tide this November. Everybody, I want you to pray and ask the Lord to guide you on who you're putting in office. Is it somebody who lies to you, or is it somebody who tells the truth? And it comes down to that simple fact. So as we come closer to November, the only way that we can put any kind of brakes on this inflation, the spending, the printing money, is to have the House and the Senate, which makes laws, make them for you and me. for our betterment, to make our life a little bit better and easier, so our dollar will go a little bit further. So I can only say, I know that Jesus, I trust in him, been trusting him for years and years and years. So everybody pray for guidance, and everybody that hears my voice, look to whom you're voting for and what their record is. And there's way you can get it. We had a church that would put that out, Republicans and Democrats and Independent, what they voted for in the past. It's all right in front of you. So somehow you could get that through your church. So prayerfully ask the Lord to guide you and help you, and I know he will, till the third Monday of next month. God bless you from New Beginnings Church. I love you, and I hope you all have a beautiful month and days. And we will see you then. God bless you.